Hello everyone and welcome to Road America for 12 laps around the Road America Speedway here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Carson Bowers qualifies on pole with the Italian Matty Porta rolling off in second. But look at row 2, Diego Yepez and Paul Jackson, the Monster Motorsports duo. Diego Yepez, of course, your defending winner here at Road America. Paul Jackson has only made one other start this season, and that was at Daytona. Jackson has failed to qualify for both Las Vegas and Bristol. Right now, Paul is looking to prove himself, and especially after a strong offseason at road courses, this Zero car could be a contender here at the end. Engines fired here at Road America. It will be Carson Bowers and Matty Porta leading them down on row 1. Of course, whoops, forgot to put no, or put it to none, but it's Yepez and Paul Jackson row 2, Hamill and Stapleton row 3, Kaiser and Nosler row 4, Zachary DeLello and Caleb Henderson row 5. A lot of laps here, 12 laps we will have here at Road America. It's going to be an exciting race. Hope you guys will sit back, enjoy the first of 2 road courses these guys will head to this season. A little bit of an incident further back. Matthew Eves blowing up on the start. So the 72 car will not be taking the green flag here. That will be heartbreak for Eves. And also heartbreak for Kraft, Jefferson, Shearer, and Luca, and Morris, because now they have to kind of catch up to that front pack. But here we go. Up the hill here at Road America. The long front straightaway. Here we go. Coming to the green flag, and we are racing. Green flag here at Road America. Bowers jumps to the early lead. You see Stapleton's going to try to make it 3 wide on the Monster Motorsports duo. Morris and Zod also making it 3 wide. Carson Bowers in the race lead, getting pushed by Yepez. He's going to get a push past Matty Porta. And now everyone 2 and 3 wide through the corner. Huge pack here. And it's going to be Carson Bowers leading them. Porta second, Yepez third. Jackson's going to battle him. Now here we go. We'll see who goes off the track here. Ryan Butcher out into the sand trap in the grass. He's going to get back on. Stapleton as well. Kev Shearer a little further back, and there's Eves blowing up. But it's Carson Bowers, Matty Porta, Diego Yepez, 1, 2, 3. Stapleton now has Jackson right there. Derek Hamill right behind him, and there you see the runner-up to this race last season, Zachary DeLello, in the All-State Applebee's 57 here this weekend at Road America. 3x3 still further back, but let's get back up to this race lead. Bowers in first, and Porta and Yepez, 2 of the international drivers, the Italian and the Venezuelan right now, behind the American of Carson Bowers, second and third right now for the 20 and the 77 car. Back and forth, Stapleton gets around Jackson. Jackson falls to 5th. Derek Hamill up to 6th. Randy Kaiser into 7th. Zachary DeLello into 8th. Caleb Henderson in only his 2nd start this season. First start was Vegas. He's in 9th. And Kalen Nosler 10th. And there is Brady Burkhart 11th. And look at Tib Foster right now making a move on Edson for 12th. This is Tib's first start in that white and yellow DeWalt 04 for OnjAuto. Tib, that's going to drop him to 14th. Team owner Peter Onjak's going to make the move there as well. But Tib's first start in the 04, as Kukalon's going to get past him too, and he already lost about 5 spots on that corner alone at the kink. So right now, Foster falling back. He is fighting Logan Cloud for that spot in the 04, but he gets to drive this 04 for a few races the rest of the season. Back up front, coming around to finish lap number 1, it will be Carson Bowers out in front, Porta and Yepez 2nd, 3rd, Stapleton 4th, Jackson 5th. The battle is back for 6th now. Hamill and Kaiser, that goes nicely, but it will be Carson Bowers leading lap number 1 here at Road America as they come up the large and long hill. Battle right now is for 5th. Here comes Paul Jackson with Derek Hamill behind him. Derek is going to make the move right there to the inside of Jackson. That's for the 5th position, nothing there. Let's talk about Paul Jackson real quick. He made Daytona based off of the points that Diego Yepez and Jacob Edson had from last season. So the Zero car was in on points. Of course, that was only for Daytona. He had to race his way in for every other race. Las Vegas, he didn't qualify his way in. Bristol was a heartbreak for him as he was close but could not make it in. But right now at Road America, the road courses are where this car is good at. So right now, Paul Jackson up to 5th. A top 10 today would be great for this team. A top 5 even better. But if he could get a win, especially passing team owner Diego Yepez, that could solidify him a spot for next season in this Zero car, in that 77 car actually. But here we go, coming through turn number, I believe that's 5. Carson Bowers out in front. Porta and Yepez second and third. Right now, Bowers dives it into the corner, comes on through. Porta slides it a little bit. Stapleton and Jackson, your top five. But Carson Bowers out in front, of course, has only won at Gateway last season in the Arca series. Right now, Bowers and Clay Motorsports, only car in the field for Clay Motorsports is this 22. Teammate Tyler Jones has fallen outside of the top 30 after some heartbreaking races, did not qualify for Road America this time, so Carson has to hold the torch for Clay Motorsports on his own. Matty Porta, of course, the Italian, he's been practicing road courses. Of course, he's been growing up driving at Monza over in Italy before he joined the American NASCAR League to try to attempt stock car racing glory. And Diego Yepez in third, the Venezuelan in the 77. Right now, these three cars, all strong road course drivers, could be the 1, 2, 3 at the finish. Yellow flag is out. Why is the yellow flag out? Bowers is going to come across. He's going to lead him across, and it is Camden Luca. Camden Luca in only his second start this season after he's DNQ'd every race except Las Vegas. Luca's car destroyed, so nothing going right for Camden Luca Motorsports this season, or the driver Luca himself. So as the field's going to stack back up, we'll get you guys ready for a caution, or for a restart. But first, we'll get you the replay on what happened to that number 23 of Camden Luca. So coming down the front straightaway for the second time onto lap number 2, Luca is back in the 34th position, Giro 35th, and of course Matthew Eves is out in 36th. But he's going to try. He makes a move on Alex Kraft here right up the middle. Butcher goes wide, comes right back across, and the 23 gets hooked by the 36 right into the inside wall head on. So heavy impact for the 23 of Luca. Kraft and Butcher both back there, but that's not it. That's not all the damage he gets. We'll get an onboard with this, and then we'll see what happened to the rest of the damage for this 23. So on board with Camden Luca here, he's sitting in the 34th position to the outside of Kraft. Almost made the move, and he did until Butcher came off the corner. They're just going to hook together, and he goes head on into that inside wall. Not a hard hit, so he was able to continue driving, but smoke out of everywhere. Tires are destroyed. Let's see what happened and why he has so much front-end damage. So as Luca was trying to catch back up under his pace laps, he goes through the carousel, and I think those tires are so flat-spotted, he runs it right into the tire barrier over here and destroys that 23 car. No good camera angle except the helicopter, but that is what's going to take out the 23 today. So we'll get you guys back to the green flag. So we're going to get you back to the green flag here. Carson Bowers right now in the race lead with Matty Porta in second, Diego Yepez third, Nathan Stapleton fourth, and Paul Jackson fifth, Derek Hamel sixth, Zachary DeLello seventh, Caleb Henderson eighth, 9th is Randy Kaiser, and 10th, Kalen Nosler. 11th is Burkhart, 12th, Edson, 13th. A career-high run right now at road courses for Zachary Fitzwater. 14th, Tim Foster in his first start in the 04. 15th is Kukulon, then 16th, Rogers, 17th, OnJack, 18th, Green, 19th, Patrick Smith, and 20th, Carter Friesen. So we're going to be getting a restart with 8 to go, coming to lap 5 of 12. So it's going to be Bowers out in front. But again, just watch this restart. Restarts is where you're going to have to make a move on that leader, make a move on anyone, as the track gets very spread out very quickly for this being a long and windy road course. But Matty Porta and Diego Yepez. Porta has never won a race. This is his first time full season, his first time in competitive equipment. He rolled off 23rd in points last season with not a top 10. He had, actually no, not a top 5. He had 1 top 10, 0 top 5s. So right now, Matty Porta, if he could win this race, would be a huge step up from last season. But it is Bowers that he has to beat, and Diego Yepez sitting behind him. So as the field comes up, they're going to bunch back up, getting up here, up the hill. Carson Bowers, Matty Porta, Diego Yepez lead him down. And we are back racing 5 laps, and green flag is back out here at Road America. Yepez going 3 wide, Porta to the inside of them. And it's going to be 3 wide for this race lead. They're pulling even with Bowers. Can Yepez try to make the move? Porta up the middle. Contact. Here comes Stapleton. Stapleton up the middle. What a move. Matty Porta, the race leader. Can he hold it? Stapleton to the race lead. He shoves Porta off. Porta goes wide. 3 wide for the race lead. Yepez makes the move. Porta's back to 6 now. Look at Zachary DeLello to 4th. 3 wide for the race lead here at Road America. Porta all the way now back to 6th. And you see Stapleton trying to hang it on the inside. Yepez to the outside. And it's going to remain Bowers holds the race lead off. Stapleton stays to his inside, though. Wide back there. Patrick Smith goes around. Stapleton's trying everything he can. It's going to be Bowers back into the race lead, but what a chance these guys gave. Yepez back up to 2nd now. Stapleton 3rd. DeLello 4th. Jackson 5th. Henderson 6th. Matty Porta on that restart. He almost had the race lead, but it was Nathan Stapleton that just shoved him out of the track. Burkhart takes 7th, but Porta all the way back to 8th. That's going to be a heartbreak for that 20 car, but do not expect him to give room to him. Contact. Burkhart trying to shove Henderson off. He does. Henderson wide, so a lot of contact here on the restart here on lap 5. Carson Bowers out in front. Can Diego Yepez? He just has 1 car between them now. You see Stapleton 3rd. DeLello back to 4th. Now Porta's going to lose even more as he got screwed over in the kink. Look at these guys all battling hard. All the way back, Butcher and Smith got together. You see, here comes Nathan Stapleton now. This 97 car making a move for 2nd. Stapleton side by side with Yepez. Yepez on the inside, Stapleton on the outside. If they remain side by side, neither of them will catch Bowers. Look at Paul Jackson now. He's going to make a move, but it's going to be Diego Yepez holding him up the front straightaway. But now, Carson Bowers has escaped him. Can the 77 catch back up? Stapleton clear into 3rd. DeLello's going to get around. Jackson keeps 4th. Jackson 5th. Burkhart 6th. Battle for 7th between Porta and Hamill. Battle for 9th between Edson and Henderson. That's your top 10. Matty Porta, he is very, very upset in this 20 car. And you know if he sees that 97, that's going to be some payback. But a lot of beating and banging here on the restart here at Road America. Paul Jackson now is going to move this 0 car into 4th. So right now, Diego Yepez and Jacob Edson both enjoying what they're seeing with their young driver. Running part-time, has only made one other start this season. Right now, 4th, a huge job, a huge run here in the 0 car. Getting a push from Brady Burkhart. You see Zachary DeLello tries to stick it up there. That's for the 4th position. This is the battle right there. That corner is very tough. Eli Bright with heavy front end damage. That might end his race. Burkhart gets around him. Bowers drifts it off of the corner. That might lose him a little bit there. But back here, Eli Bright. I don't know what happened to the 86 car, but he has heavy, heavy front end damage. That might cost him any spot in this race. He's going to have to come down and repair that. Can't barely see over the hood there. He's falling back. You see Alexander Road at his inside, but just a line of cars, everyone fighting hard. DeLello goes off. DeLello goes off. No traction in the sand. He's going to keep it out of the wall, but he's going to lose about 5 or 6. He goes from 4th all the way back to about 13th or 14th with this run. So a lot of drivers getting pushed off, and it's all Carson Bowers. He has launched away from both Diego Yepez, Nathan Stapleton. Yepez, though, you know, even if he finishes 2nd, that'd be an average finish of 1.5 at one of the most difficult road courses on the stock car circuit anywhere. So right now, Diego Yepez, of course, was a fan favorite coming into this race, looking for his first win this season. We'll take a look back through the rest of the field. You see heavy damage to a lot of cars. Justin Knight has some damage. We'll take a look at Eli Bright. He might have to bring this one in, so this will cost his race. Eli Bright's race, he does go low, coming off of the corner. Peter Onjak's onto pit road as well. Onjak's onto pit road. Bright's onto pit road. Why is Peter on pit road? The season of struggles continue for Peter Onjak. He is down pit road. No idea why, but issues in the car for the 44 team, and that's going to be the 3rd race he will finish outside of the top 20. Most likely, they're going to go onto pit road. They're looking under the hood on the 44 car, so that's heartbreak. But look at Matty Porta. He's been on the move. Past Hamill, past Henderson, past Burkhart. Back up into the top 5 is Matty Porta. He is hungry. He knows he has the car to win here. But with that incident with Stapleton really cost him. But you see Diego Yepez has reeled in that 22 car. He is catching Carson Bowers lap by lap. We'll get the ticker up. I completely forgot to put that on. So I'm sorry to everyone who has been wondering where everyone else is running. But right now, Carson Bowers out in front. Diego Yepez in 2nd. In 3rd is Stapleton. 4th is Paul Jackson. 5th is Matty Porta. So a lot of driving here. We'll take a replay of what happened to DeLello in a little bit here. Under caution, Stapleton goes wide. Stapleton very, very wide. And he's going to just hit the tire barrier, but Matty Porta goes on by. And he's laughing. Fitzwater goes off too. There's something wrong with that track. And Fitzy's into the tire barrier. That's the end of the day for Zachary Fitzwater. No, and there will be a caution for it. So these guys will have another chance at it. Paul Jackson up to third, but Carson Bowers has been leading this race. Has had a strong car. Can he hang on this possible last restart? But this is going to bring Yepez right to his back bumper. The carousel tough for these guys to hold on through. And now Carson Bowers, he's going to lead him back around. Yepez second, Jackson third, and Matty Porta is fourth. He will be back in this battle for the race lead, but now Carson Bowers, he has to be sweating in that car. Also, Peter Onjak has brought the car back out. He will be finishing this race. But Bowers will now have Diego Yepez right on his back bumper. And look at Paul Jackson third, but Matty Porta in fourth. After that incident with Stapleton, this 20 car is heated and he's ready to go. Stapleton's fallen back to 8th. DeLello's back to 9th. We'll take a look at what happened with Stapleton, DeLello, Zachary Fitzwater, all of them under this caution. But a very huge turn of events here. A lot of cars getting stacked up around. Also, with Patrick Smith and Carter Friesen, they spun early too. So a lot of things that happened on this caution here. So we'll take a replay of everything under this caution. So first of all, let's get a replay of this restart. Look at Porta, a huge move to the inside of Bowers. Yepez and Stapleton both go to the inside. That is a big 3-wide move for this race lead. All of these guys are hungry. Now we're going to get into the corner. Porta gets ahead. He's ahead right there. Just hits Bowers. They come off of the corner. Stapleton's going to get into him. And some contact there. Bowers drops to 4th already. But they're going to head into the corner. Stapleton just outbrakes everyone and shoves Porta right off of the track. You see Stapleton had so much room under him. And just shoves Porta right off of the track. Now they go 3 wide down this straightaway once again. And Bowers gets the race lead. But we got to go all the way back here to Patrick Smith and Carter Friesen. They get into it in this corner, but this was a wild restart. Now Friesen, they just stacked it in and spun it. I think Eli Bright might have been the issue there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Eli Bright. We'll get a confirmation there, but Eli Bright ran it right on in and just smacked him. All right, let's get a replay of what happened here to Eli Bright with his damage. They get down into turn number 3 here. AJ Jones really slow, and Eli just carries it in. I don't think Eli knows how to take that corner yet, because twice there he's ran into the back of someone. He ran into the back of Carter Friesen, and now into the back of AJ Jones with the real damage. So that 86 car is really struggling here for a rookie at Road America. Next up, we will get the replay of Zachary DeLello. So Zachary here, you just see he just runs it wide. We'll go to the helicopter cam, but look at that. He slows it down in the sand trap, corrects it, and keeps on going. So a great job by DeLello to keep it out of the wall. He's going to stay in this race, and he's back up into the top 10 still. So right now this 57 car could end up being a surprise winner here at the end. It'd be hard for him to do that, though. Now on to Stapleton and Fitzy's incidents. So Stapleton does the same thing, just gets wide. If you get out of that groove, there's just no grip. If you keep flooring it into the grass, and Stapleton, look at that, he's just going to nick the end of the wall. So Porta, you see, go on by, probably laughing about karma, but that 97 big hit. Now Fitzy was further back. Now the final replay here will be of Fitzwater. He just gets wide too, and he just gets it into the grass, following Nathan Stapleton, but he loses way too much. Tries to turn it, nothing there. Can't slow down, can't turn in the sand, and that destroys his car. So Fitzwater, a fan favorite for a top 10 this week. His favorite, one of his best tracks on the circuit, will end in another DNF for the Fitzwater Australia Racing Team. We'll get you guys back to another wild green flag. So here we go. A few more corners till the green flag. We're going to have 3 to go here at Road America. Caution comes out. We probably won't get back. We would have a 1-lap dash, actually, if it comes out on lap 3. Carson Bowers leads them down. Diego Yepez, the defending winner, in second. Yepez's teammate, Paul Jackson, in third. Matty Porta, who was one of the fastest cars on track, got taken out by Stapleton. He's back up to 4th. And look at Brady up to 5th. Then Hamill, Edson to 7th, Stapleton back to 8th, DeLello 9th, and Jake Rogers pulling off the top 10 here in that 98 car. They stack up, of course, coming to the green flag, but they'll all get formed up. Thank God for a long uphill straightaway. But here we go. 3 laps to go here at Road America. Who's going to make the move to shove someone out once again? We come up the front straightaway. Everyone's going to stack it up, get together. And here we are, come down to the green flag. Flagman has it on his hand. Green flag's back in the air. Paul Jackson with the move. Matty Porta uses the same thing Yepez did. And Porta is going to try to make it 3 wide. Yepez did not have a good restart. And now Porta dives to the inside. Paul Jackson up the middle. Porta has to let go. Yepez goes wide, but he hangs on. 3x3 through the corner. Carson Bowers has escaped. But Paul Jackson, he wants the move on Yepez. He wants to go prove to Diego that he deserves a ride on this team. Brady Burkhart gets sent very wide. Hamill loses it all. Brandon Morris goes around in the back, spinning there. Cautions out. Larry Hagan as well. Peter Onjak, Tib Foster, Carter Friesen, Tony Green all involved. And we'll get back. We might have a restart. I don't think we will. But Bowers out in front. Yepez, Jackson. Porta trying to maintain and hold a top 5. But look at Jacob Edson. Edson's top 5 could get a Monster Motorsports 1, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. Matty Porta hanging on the outside. He's going to try to hang on the outside anyway. Into the grass and dirt he goes. But Carson Bowers, can he hold on? This could be the race to the win because I do not think we will get another chance at a green flag. Diego Yepez just has to drive behind a Bowers a little wide there. That's just where he's gone. Yepez goes wide. Into the tires goes Yepez. Now here comes Paul Jackson, Derek Hamill. That's for the second position now. But it's all Carson Bowers. Paul Jackson trying to hang on and just take a top 5. Edson up to 5th with that, but Yepez will drop all the way back. Coming into the corners for the final time. Carson Bowers, he's led this entire race. The restarts have been what made this race. If we get back to the green flag, it'll be heartbreak for Bowers. I don't think we will with 2 to go. But coming through the final corner, Carson Bowers looking to take win number 2 of his career. Paul Jackson trying to hang on over Derek Hamill. Coming to the yellow flag with 2 to go, and it will be Bowers leading them back. Bowers, Jackson, Hamill, Porta, Edson, DeLello, Stapleton, Henderson, Nosler, and Brady Burkhart in top 10. You see the rest of the field is going to roll up over the line. It will be Knight beating Patrick Smith out. But what a turn of events here. Diego Yepez, too much damage. I think he got stuck in the sand trap. That'll be a DNF possibly for him. Peter Onjak back at 26th. Larry Hagan as well. There is Carter Friesen with heavy damage. Brandon Morris, huge hit to that 55 car. Both him and Onjak were outside the top 30. Bristol top 10s got them back up into the top 30, but now with 2 horrible races, that's going to be big. Tony Green as well. Tib Foster in his debut, in his first race in the 04 car, first race since Daytona. He was tasked to be the road course guy for the weekend, and his car ends up destroyed with Peter's. If we get back to the green flag, what a restart this could be, but I don't think we will, and it most likely will be Carson Bowers winning unless he pulls a Diego Yepez a lap too early. But let's just take a look here. I just noticed Alexander Rowe, the first time the 89's made a race this season, he's up in the 11th position. So Alexander Rowe, released from JJ Motorsports earlier before the season started, he signed on to be a part-time driver for the 89 Morgan Shepherd team, and right now in his first start could be 11th. You see the rest of the field go on through. We'll get you guys a replay of all these cautions, all these spins. Tony Green, wow, those are wicked angles off of pit road. But most likely the end of this race, and it will go to Carson Bowers with the win. Let's get you guys a replay of these 2 incidents. We'll start with Diego Yepez's. So Diego, he just puts it in the carousel. He knows that he has a fast car. He just pushed it too early, too much in the wrong place, right into the tires right there, hits the wall, spins it around. But again, you can't really get out of these sand traps. You see the tires just get stuck in there. He needs to push out, so they just tow him back. He just gets put back onto pit road. So Diego Yepez's day, a second place run turns into a 28th place finish. So here's the reason for the caution. Tony Green gets sent wide. Alexander Rowe, by the way, restarted 17th. But he's just going to get hooked by Randy Kaiser. Spins it around. Morris just plows in. Tim Foster's slowing down to try to get through it. And Carter Friesen comes flying in to the side of that 04. Friesen has been lifted to a local hospital for that incident. This 91 team, he will be checked and hopefully released in time for next week. Just a huge hit there for the 91. Let's get a better view of this. You see Tony Green's way up there. He just goes very wide. And he's just going to get tapped here by Randy Kaiser. Spun it around. Tibb slows it down. Morris had no time, but Tibb slows it down, you see here. And Carter just flies into him. Peter runs into the back of him as well. I don't know what happened to Larry Hagan. We'll get another replay of that. But Carter, a huge hit for the 91 team. Could not drive it back. He was taken to the local hospital. We'll have an update on the 91 team after this. And to look at Hagan back here, he just makes it 3 wide. Aiden comes off of the corner into Bradley, and then he spins off the bumper of Peter Onjak. No fault of Onjak's there, though. But you see Friesen flies in there, so we'll get an onboard with Carter Friesen, and then we'll get you guys back to see the finish as they cross the line. On board with Carter here, he was back in last on the running order. You see how far these guys just scattered through the corner. Tony Green gets spun around. Now look, Carter's just gonna floor it right there and right into the side of Tibbs. So no reason why, but the 91, he was awake and alert. He didn't say anything was hurting him, but he was a little loopy. So they're gonna be checking for concussion protocol. We'll see if this 91 will be able to make it. Most likely he will be able to pull through. So you see they couldn't get it back green. We'll just show you the flyby here. We'll go to the better camera angle, but it is Carson Bowers picking up win number 1 on the season, second of his career. And Paul Jackson, in only his second start of the season, pulls off second. Hamill third. Matty Porta, you know that is heartbreak for that team. He could have won this race, and he will be confronting Nathan Stapleton at the end of this one. But, yeah, guys, thank you so much. An exciting race here at Road America. Definitely, both races have ended under caution, but there was some exciting green flag racing there. And the restarts were what made this race. Obviously, some tempers flaring after this race. We'll see you guys. I'll get everything else done. Great race at Road America here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys at Ratings Day. What's Matty Porta doing under the cooldown lap here? He's going to come up. Oh, he's getting up to Stapleton. Oh, he turns him. He turns Stapleton, puts the 97 in the wall. Now he's going to park on top of him. He wants to get out and talk to the 97, so NASCAR calling the 20 to the hauler after the race, but the 97 has to go for rough driving in the race, so these two might have a little bit of anger, pent-up anger here, as they'll be both going to the hauler together. What an ending to a crazy race here at Road America.